Yo, this video today is to my young people, young ladies, young men. I feel that, like I said, I feel that y'all are some of our most endangered species today. Our youth, especially teenagers. You don't have to be what people call you. You don't have to be what people say you should be. I know you're young. I know you're trying to figure out things, and that's understandable because you're young. You're trying to find your way. So I'm just telling you in that you don't have to, don't be what you see. Don't try to be what you hear. Be what and who you are, young people. I'm going to tell you again. Don't be what you see. Don't be what you hear. Be who you are and be what you are. I'm going to explain that to you a little bit. You see the rappers, nothing wrong with rappers at all. But just because you see the rappers and they shining, they got the nice cars and all the money and this and that, the shine, the notoriety, and any other celebrity, athlete, whatever, that might be their gift, okay? That might be their gift. That's what they do well. Now, don't get me wrong, some rappers shouldn't be rapping. They just do it because other people are doing it. That's basically why I'm talking to y'all right now that, you know, you might not make that mistake. But anyway, that's their gift. That's what they do well. Okay? That might not be your gift. So don't try to do that because you see it and it look good. You might be that friend in your crew that keep everybody calm when things get tense or somebody going through something. You might be that friend that be the one to always calm situations. So you might be a social worker one day. You might be a psychiatrist, a pediatric. You might be a judge, the one that mediates it. You may be a judge one day, making millions of dollars and doing something you do naturally. But you'll never realize that if you being what you see and being what you hear instead of being who you are and what you are. I need y'all to really let this register. Young men, young women, okay, daddy not there. I understand that. I've been there. I speak from experience. Daddy not there. Okay, or mama ran out. Or, you know, mama hooked on drugs. Whatever it may be. I never been through my mom been on drugs. So I can't say I'm speaking from experience there. But I'm just saying if that's something you going through. Or a parent is an alcoholic and you feel no bond with them. You are not defined. You are not defined by what you see. You defined by who you are. Okay? If daddy ain't there, or it's not a parent in your life, or you being raised by a single parent, that does not define you. Okay? That don't define you. Don't let that be a crutch and a cripple to why you make mistakes in life or why you go through life trying to figure this and that out. I'm telling you now. You can work through that if you desire to do it now. Don't grow up saying, oh, my daddy wasn't in my life or my mama this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being honest. After my dad got killed, I used that as a crutch. So I was about 16 or 17. This happened when I was 10. You know what I'm saying? And it took me years to face reality like, hey, okay, your daddy not here. Okay, what you gonna do about it now, Larry? How you gonna live your life? How you gonna push from this? You can't be 60 years old, Larry, and still sitting around talking about my dad got killed in front of me when I was 10. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is you're not defined by what you see. You're not defined by what you go through. You're not defined by what you've been through. You're not defined by what you're gonna go through. You're defined by who you are. I need y'all to really understand that, young ladies. Y'all are beautiful young ladies. You don't need a fat butt and big breasts to make you a woman. A lot of them women that got that ain't got nothing up here. That's why they substituting this for this, cause they ain't got nothing up here. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to put no air in their own tie. Nothing. They just know how to look pretty. You don't want to be one of them type of women, young ladies. Be a nurse. Be a pediatric. Be a veterinarian. Own your own law firm. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Own your own law firm. Be a partner with a law firm someday. Like make that the goal. Not to have the fattest butt. Like that's small. That's thinking down here. Like let's raise it, young people. Right now, you got an opportunity to get free education. Make the most of it. I know school get boring. Don't want to hear them damn teachers every day saying the same thing and looking at the same people. They get on your nerves probably. But it's temporarily. This is your investment for your future, young people. Make it count. Make it count. Stay away from these drugs and stuff. It look cool because you hear everybody rapping and singing and yeah, I pop a Molly. A lot of them don't do them drugs for real. It's for the money. It's for the business. Future said himself, I don't do all those drugs. I really don't do drugs. They lyrics. Don't live your life off a lyric. Live your life off who you are. I'm coming from the heart because it really hurts me how many young people is becoming statistics every day. Every day. All day. Another young kid is getting arrested. Another young kid is getting raped. Another young kid is trying tobacco for the first time. Another young kid is getting drunk this weekend for the first time. Another young kid getting high for the first time. Another young lady losing her virginity to a young boy that say he love her when he really don't. He just got a hard on and he wants somewhere to stick it. Another young man is getting a young lady pregnant and he don't know what it is to be a father yet. He wasn't even taught how to be a father. Even if he did have his father in his life, you a teenager, don't really know what it is to be a daddy yet. But you got one on the way, dog. Now you got to make the right choices and do what you got to do because you bring a life into this world. But that's another video. I ain't gonna go into that. But be who you are. Young people, share this video. You know, like, subscribe, help me spread this thing. Be who you are. Don't be what you see, and don't be what you hear. Be what you are. If you're an encourager, be an encourager. If you're an enforcer, you might be a police officer one day. You might be SWAT. You might be U.S. Marshal. If you're a stern person, you don't have to be a gangbanger and a gangster because you're a stern person. I'm a stern person. I'm a rough guy. Like, I'm not a real soft guy, but that don't make me a bad person. This is just how God made me. I'm a rough guy. Like I'm not very soft. Okay? But that don't make me bad. I'm who I am. And I use who I am to encourage other people. Some people encourage people in a humble way. And I'm still being humble. Some people like E.T., one of the guys I look up to and look to his, you know, the way he do things and stuff in his profession. E.T., he hard with it. But he getting the message through. That's kind of how I am. Young people, the decisions you make right now going to determine the life you lead. Just because something is born and it ain't turned up, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, that don't mean that this ain't what life about. You gotta have some education. I'm gonna tell you now. You gotta know how to read. You gotta know how to calculate your bills. You're gonna have to. Some stuff in school is just taught to waste time. But there's other things in school that you really need. Until you're able to decipher through that, make the best of all of it. Absorb it all. Because it's still education at the end of the day. Alright? Y'all bless up. Help spread this word, man. And be the best you can be. Don't be what's around you. If you know you've been raised around drugs your whole life, that don't define you. You don't have to be a drug dealer because you've been around drug dealers your whole life. Be something different. Just like you done saw drugs your whole life, you done seen people get hooked on them too. You done seen people catch Fed cases too. You done seen people get indicted too. And you done seen people get killed over it too. So you make your choice. Be something different. Be who you are. We ain't born with bad stuff in us. It's greatness in everybody. The question is, are you going to achieve it? That's the word for today. Are you going to achieve it?